Davis, Country Director for the Borlaug Institute in Democratic Republic of Congo, and Coordinator for the Camp-Based Agricultural Initiative. The U.S. government is partnering with the Congolese government in professionalizing the FRDC, which is the Congolese military. Part of that is a project that's being carried out here at Camp Base, where the U.S. Department of State funding and AFRICOM built a training center, military training center, and oversaw the training of one light infantry battalion of the FARDC.
Through Friday, HAC Monday.
I'm James Waters. I'm with AECOM, and I'm the senior mentor right now. The training center's mission is to train units to come in, that come in, train them in staff development, train them in tactics, train them with medical, engineers, demining, operations and maintenance. In the case for the Borlaug program, food management. Are they managing the food properly? And that's what we assist them with.
Agriculture has always been a part of the Congolese military. There's agriculture officers, but for many different reasons, the systems have broken down, and often soldiers do not get enough to eat. They often are not even paid money for their work, and so what happens is they tend to pillage.
That's why the U.S. government brought in the Borlaug Institute to include within our overall mission of helping to professionalize the military, to include a agricultural component, which would help to provide training and production centers to allow the FRDC to be self-sufficient in food production. We can produce enough food to supply the camp with some of their basic necessities. In this case, cassava and rice. We're working on the rice right now. We're in the process of planting 10 to 12 hectares. We just cleared this land. It was secondary and tertiary forest, and we're in the process now of plotting it out and planting it. On the rice, we expect about 2.5 to 3 tons per hectare. With at least a minimum of 10 hectares, we'll be able to provide enough food for the base to feed itself for 1 year, or at least in regards to their rice needs. For the cassava, we have about 5.5 hectares, which we will harvest in June. We hope to produce about 100 to 150 tons of raw cassava. Besides the rice and the cassava, we do produce some vegetables, mainly amaranth, that the FRDC eat several times a week. So we produce enough to feed the base twice a week on greens.
This is the second of 2 expansion fish farming areas. We have 2 large ponds totaling 1 hectare that we built and stocked last year. And this year we've more than quadrupled that, and we're putting in 42 smaller ponds. And our goal here is to produce enough tilapia to be able to feed the base once a week on fresh fish.
We also have 2 breeding programs for the pigs and cattle. We can't grow things like corn and soybeans here, so livestock food production, meat production is not really feasible here. We're focusing instead on reproduction, so providing breeding pairs of pigs that we can then divide amongst the different units. We have 27 cows and 1 bull, and again we're trying to establish a herd at Camp Base.
Mon nom c'est Mani Madika Kenes. Je suis docteur en sciences agronomiques. Je travaille avec l'Institut Norman Borlaug au camp base à Kisangani. Je suis formateur des militaires, donc je donne des cours théoriques et des cours pratiques aux militaires qui sont chargés de faire de la compagnie agri du camp base de Kisangani. Avant, donc ils font les travaux sur terrain, les travaux pratiques, mais cela est accompagné des cours théoriques.
Classroom training is presented in a mixture of Swahili and Lingala. Each of the soldiers receive handouts for their folders, for their files, and the handouts are in Swahili and French. I would like to add that our training curriculum is not modified, it's not borrowed from elsewhere, it's actually developed here. It's not cut and paste from another program, it's developed for the soldiers and specifically for the project.
Ce sont des fiches techniques qui sont élaborées en des phrases très simples, avec beaucoup d'images aussi qui les accompagnent, des phrases très simples en français, mais qui sont traduites chaque fois en lingala. Alors le défi était de développer des cours théoriques adaptés au niveau des militaires et que ce soit des cours théoriques qui les amènent à être directement efficaces sur le terrain, donc à maîtriser les grandes lignes de la production végétale.
I'm calling George Kalenga, or we can say Kalenga George. As agriculture is the backbone of everything is life. Life is food. Without food, no life. So agriculture is good for us.
Yesterday you told me that before you were working with the soldiers here, you had a different perception about them. Can you tell me about that?
Voilà, donc avant de commencer à travailler dans le projet de l'Institut Borlaug en base, moi-même j'avais une mauvaise image des militaires ici au Congo, surtout aussi au Congo, étant donné toutes les guerres qui se sont vécues au Congo. Moi-même en 1996, j'ai vécu des expériences douloureuses avec la guerre. Or, avec la guerre, il y avait beaucoup de violences, surtout aux femmes, des violences sexuelles. Je ne pouvais pas rester dans le home des étudiants et donc nous avons dû fuir à pied, 600 km à pied dans la forêt équatoriale. Donc cette expérience m'a beaucoup m'a donné une très mauvaise image de l'armée et toutes les violences qui s'en sont suivies. Après, je n'avais pas une très bonne image de l'armée. À force de les connaître, de mettre un nom sur chaque visage des militaires, d'écouter leur histoire personnelle, je me suis rendu compte que c'était des hommes, des humains comme moi et qu'ils avaient eux aussi des hauts et des bas. Et donc, j'ai commencé à les assimiler, à les comprendre mieux.
On three. 1, 2.
Hi, this is the agricultural company at Camp Baz, Kisangani. Company Agri! Hua! Hua!